Hey, what's up, Helix freaks? Just wanted to share my couple of cents here. I'm about probably 3 weeks in on the Helix now, from a monster pedal board, all gone, straight to Helix. Some ups and downs, thanks to Jared Grumblat, Jason Seditz, Chad Boston, obviously Tone Wars, Jared Grumblat. A lot of advice, a lot of help, and heads down on YouTube to learn how this thing works. Pretty much a straight line, but this thing is phenomenal. So I've been running it full cable method through a diesel amp and a Mesa triple crown. I did have a EVSLX15 laying around, which we use for vocals, just for PA or whatever. I've been kind of dabbling with it. I took it off a stand today just to put on the floor after watching the shows. Jared did a live show last night and talking a lot about the FR, and I really haven't gone that way. Everyone talks about the amp in the room sound. Now I know about amp in the room sound. Years of playing, touring. I got monster amps here. I've got a Rivera 212 vertical, two of them. One's got V30s in, the other one's got EVM 12Ls. Very natural speaker. So I've been running that full cable method. Works intensely amazing. So that's an amp in the room sound right there. Now I've plugged this EV in, had some loops going just to kind of dial it in. I dialed in the Archon, the archetype. I've just got my impulse responses, which I absolutely love. I'm all over IRs. That took it to another level. I downloaded a free Own Hammer one off the site. That thing just blew my mind from the get-go. And that came with like 3 from different mic positions. And then I bought the Sigma II audio pack with some different presets in it. That thing's just off the hook. That thing's awesome. So I'm just going to play a loop. I'll just crank. This is about high gain. You know, everyone's the Line 6 power cab and everything. I've read some things about high gain. Can it handle it? So I was kind of wary on that one. But this EV, man, you know, this is going to be about high gain and tones. And this thing can take it. This thing is pretty decent volume right now. It can go through the roof if it wants, but it's a decent volume. I've got it on the live setting and pole, which someone in the Facebook chats was saying that's the one for the closest to FR or natural. Everything's set to pretty much 0. Well, it is. Everything's set to 0, and the thing's a beast. And I'm getting amp in the room sound. It feels and sounds like an amp. So this is the EVSLX cab with a 15-inch speaker, powered monitor. So let's run through a loop here, and then I'm just gonna start on that #1 impulse response, and I'll just move through others, so just you guys can hear different impulse responses and what they do. So let's do it. Simple riffs. That's the Own Hammers, and this is the Sigmas. I'll start on the first one. I found the 212s. I mean, they kick pretty, kick butt as well. The 212s, pretty sick, man. Again, this is just goofing around with some IRs here. The 212, 1A, I think that's closest position. I'll just run through all 4 positions here. Again, 212, this is second position. Third position, I like the 4th and the 5th, it really starts getting somewhere then. So anyway, that's the 212s. Really like the 212s. A lot of balls to them. But anyway, I want to let you guys know this, from these amps, and I'll show them in a second, to this thing is giving me absolute, direct out. That's using a 1/4 inch out, just so anyone knows, not XLR, 1/4 inch out, no sound, no noise, and that's just the straight archetype, and pretty much how I set it straight in the block. I haven't goofed around with anything, and that Sigma and the own hammer, switching through them, running the loop. Tone is insane. Full amp in the room. If the missus wasn't in the room, I'd crank this sucker, but it's already pretty cranked. She's been out once. You might have heard that. But anyway, man, the EV is kicking butt. Next week might be onto a Friedman. I'm talking to someone about it right now. That's it. This is recorded on a Zoom Q2N. I've just got it over the top, kind of sitting between us here. It's about 4 feet away from the monitor. But anyway, kicking ass, man. Helix forever. Rock on.